We're driving our 1986 Toyota Motorhome on the road for the first time in almost 2 years.
We don't know if you can hear this or not, but if you can, we are so excited to say that our work so far has actually paid off.
And if you're new here, you might be wondering what's the big deal about that. Well, about 4 or 5 months ago, our motorhome looked like this. And now it looks like this. We've come a long way, and we're actually moving down the road. And I'm nervous and excited. This is crazy.
So come along with us as we take the final steps to make this baby safe for the road.
We're already on the road.
So we did it.
Oh hey, how's it going? Welcome. This is our 1986 Toyota Motorhome that we have rebuilt from the ground up. And today, our goal is to make it street legal. And what do you mean by street legal, you ask? I don't know either. Just kidding. But the Department of Motor Transportation, Vehicle, blah, 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 says we need to have tail lights and marker lights. So, that is just what we're doing today. Thanks for being here, friends. Let's go.
So what we have right here is an absolute horrible bird's nest of wires that existed on the original build. They run down the chassis and they're supposed to pop up and make this thing work correctly. So we have actually taken the time to test every single wire on here. We took a multimeter and we tested, knowing that there was the reverse function, the brake light, the blinker, all that stuff, and held a multimeter up to the wire itself. And once we got a signal, we knew what it was. Should be able to match it up with these, no problem. Famous last words. All right, but first step is gonna be getting these marker lights into position and wired up. All right, bring it down. Move it to the left, your other left, your other left. I actually think it needs to be up a little higher. Try going up 2 inches or so.
Already did.
Actually, no, go again, one more time. Okay, that to me looks, yeah, so make a mark.
We made sure to take our time lining up the marker lights, because once we drill a hole, there is no going back.
I'm a little nervous for this step because we want these to be perfectly parallel to the window and everything so they look right. And Emily had this genius idea because these are kind of thick and we wanted to draw holes where the screws go, and that'll help us level it. But a mechanical pencil, it reaches out like as far as you want. Sorry, I'm really excited about that.
The masking tape was a great way to draw out our leveling lines and pilot holes without messing up the finished RV exterior. Next, we added blocking so the lights can securely attach. If only everything went that fast. Here is Joe quadruple checking that everything looks okay. It was. We then unpacked and tested each light, prepping the wire and adding small pieces of beetle tape to where the screws will attach. We fed the 2 wires through and fastened the lights. We were both pretty excited.
It's crazy, it makes it look so finished.
It does.
Yes! This next marker light needs to go somewhere on the back here, also required, but I'm trying to figure out placement, so. I don't know, something like that. This is kind of like a choose your own fate for the viewer. If you think this is a good placement and you want me to proceed, press the like button. I'll wait. Great. We're gonna move forward right here.
From what Joe tells me, these side marker lights were a bit annoying to line up and to make them look even. But it seems like he did just fine. This bird's nest of wiring may look intimidating. That's because it is. But we needed to send it up through the floor and into the RV. So we added a couple 1-inch holes, one on each side. We also used wire protectors to line the places where we drilled. You know, safety and stuff. Feeding the wires through one by one, we eventually got that nest back to its original location.
It never gets old. Electrician Emily.
Yep.
Using our cheat sheet, we started up our rig and began testing each wire with the new LED taillight fixtures. Boy, these are an upgrade from what we had.
I am so stinking happy, you guys. I was so worried this was not gonna work. It worked. And so we got that down. We're not mounting it at this second. We're gonna test the other side, make sure that's good as well. But holy smokes, we're about to be street legal. Street legal.
Street illegal.
We'll do some illegal
We'll start racing.
Number 2. This one should be a little easier now that we know what we're doing. All right, before we can proceed, well, we ran out of gas. We were running this thing to get the battery charged up. We do like weekly, but I now know that right there means you are running out of gas. So I guess that's the lower limit. Good to know.
This looks safe. Now that the rear was done, we needed to do the exact same to the front. One of the differences for this, aside from the lights being amber and not red, is that we are able to measure and work from the inside. We already had our blocking accounted for, so it went much faster this time, and we're getting closer and closer to our test drive. We fed our front wiring up through our future closet.
All right, one thing that we want to mention is that you might notice that there's this curve right here. So it actually slants down and in towards the motorhome. And these are flat, and we don't want these kind of flat pointing down at the ground. We want them to be level, kind of parallel, or yeah, level with the cars behind us. So a friend of ours, Jake, Speed Maverick Garage on YouTube, he is making us these little wedges that'll actually go behind the lights. It's like a 12 roughly degree angle, and they'll mount to those, and that'll mount to the motorhome, bringing these out to a nice level area. I think I have a graphic to show you, but he's 3D printing those right now, and we'll have them on the way shortly. For now, we're just doing a temporary mounting so we can take this bad boy on the road. All right, here goes nothing.
Good luck, baby.
I hate putting holes in this thing. True.
One huge perk about redoing this RV is that all the new holes are significantly smaller than what was here before, aka less opportunity for water to find its way in. Now we just need to reconnect all the wires back together and we will be good to go. Oh hey, they work.
All right, so Emily and I only have one more thing to do before we're street legal. Actually, we can take it out now, but we want to finish wiring up all the marker lights that we just put in. We just got to daisy chain them all together on the rear and the front, and then tomorrow morning we're hitting the road for a test drive. But it's been almost 2 years since we've taken this thing for a spin.
Finally.
I know. Oh, but things are moving a lot faster. So thanks for sticking around, and let's get this done and see what happens tomorrow.
Wiring all of the clearance lights is a simple daisy chain between the positives and negatives. All of this wiring will need to be tucked away and hidden between the walls, but we're saving that for another day.
Okay, I just flipped on the parking lights for marker lights, running lights, and oh snap, they work. Yeah, it's a little bright out. Yes, I'll do a shot where it's all dark so you can really see it, but they're all wired up.
Wow. It's like a spaceship.
It's like a motorhome.
Oh.
It's like a regular car. I like spaceship better. You're right. Now the front. And that's it. Beautiful.
Now let's all watch Joe strip the wires. Wire the wires to other wires. Then use wire nuts on the wires. Gotta love wires. Seeing everything on and working better than ever is such a glorious sight.
Okay, so we are going to get ready and drive this on the road for the first time this morning. And it almost slipped my mind that there's a gaping hole in the sleeping area. That's where our Maxxfan is going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in so all this area is nice and sealed up, because I don't want the wind rushing in here, destroying things. Who knows what would happen. So we're getting a fan today.
The Maxxfan fits in a standard 14 by 14 cutout. This install actually turned out to be incredibly easy. Add beetle tape to the roof flange, drop it into place, squeeze your body through the small opening so you can gracefully screw it all down to the RV. Hey, if Joe can do it, anyone can.
Well, apparently you need power to install this because you have to lift up the vent because it's got a motor that lifts it up and down. So good thing we carry random batteries around here.
This actually was not true. There is a spinning handle that raises and lowers the fan lid, but we were excited to test it. Oh yes, that's right. We had to reattach our mirrors now that we were officially ready. Introducing sourdough passion fruit lemon bars. And if you're interested in the recipe, we will be adding the link just below.
It's a giant pipe.
Oh.
Delicioso.
Honestly, this is one of those moments I wish I was good at describing how food tastes, because this is so mind-blowing. But it's tart, it's fresh.
It's a sourdough lemon bar with passion fruit.
This is like one of those last meals type dish, in my opinion, because it's so freaking good.
Or
You know
because
what
we're
I mean?
about to crash.
What? Oh man, so this might be if this thing falls apart. But this is the perfect thing to have right before our big test drive, so cheers to that. And are you ready?
As ready as I can be.
See you on the road.
Or in a ditch.
You ready?
You think so?
I'm nervous. Actually, before we go, we need the pruners. You'll see why.
Uh-oh. That's funny. I was like, what's, like, is the gas cap zip tied?
Yeah, that's not gonna work for us.
That's a little bit of a...
So we always travel with our pruners. Ah, doesn't everybody?
Oh, there you go. Thrive box
What do you mean?
to order coffee,
We did.
but there was no coffee in the box.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Wanna...
Make sure it's clear.
Yeah. Three, two, one. Frick me.
Please, please, please.
No one behind us yet. Oh snap! We're on the road. How do we look back there?
Looks good. The dangling wires. First curve.
Sorry, everyone. Oh, it's just crazy. Good. So far, it drives great. Just like I remember. It's kind of like driving a glorified tent right now.
It is. It's a fancy tent.
Yeah, it's just some sturdy walls and that's about it.
So it'd be funny to take this camping.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I can't wait to travel. The good part is nobody is honking at us right now or trying to flag us down. And nothing has like collapsed or fallen in the back yet. No cars, no cars, no cars, no cars, no cars.
Please, no cars, please, no cars, please, no cars. Please, please, please.
More. Yeah.
Yay! Woo!
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting us. If you haven't already and you want to see the rest of the build, follow along.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, guys.
Bye.